Good morning. Happy Wednesday, boys and girls. Today we are going to read a very strange book called Extremely Weird Animals, Anglerfish. Yeah, totally weird, totally bizarre looking. Can't even believe a creature like that exists. You can see over here we have a table of contents, which is usually found in our informational books. All right, so here we go. You ready? A light snack. A small fish swims near the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean looking for food. There is no light down here by the ocean floor. Slowly, a tiny bluish-green light emerges from the depths. The small fish thinks it has found its meal and swims toward it. As the light gets brighter, it illuminates rows of sharp, pointed teeth. Behind these teeth waits the gaping mouth of a female anglerfish. Despite her light, this round fish has skin as dark as night that helps her blend in. The small fish has no idea it is in danger. It continues swimming toward the light. At the last second, the anglerfish's huge mouth opens even wider and then suddenly snaps shut over the small fish. The anglerfish has caught another meal. Creatures of the deep. Anglerfish are a diverse group of fish with many different families and species. More than 300 species have been discovered so far. They vary in looks depending on their species. However, all anglerfish are strange-looking creatures, known for their huge heads and toothy, crescent-shaped mouths. Anglerfish come in many different sizes. The females of some species can be as large as 3.3 feet long. Most are much smaller. They're usually less than 1 foot in length. Males tend to be much smaller than females. Many male anglerfish are less than 1 inch long. Well, that's tiny. Despite their small size, males are better swimmers. Their small, narrow bodies allow them to glide through the water easily. Females must waggle back and forth to move. Their bodies are mostly round, with flatter sides and smaller fins. So this illustration over here kind of puts it in perspective. So this is like a human, and he's got his little scuba gear on, and this is an anglerfish. So it kind of compares the size of those two. And then this guy over here, I don't know, looks pretty rough. Oh, my goodness. All right. Anglerfish can be found lurking in deep ocean water around the world. Most prefer the dark depths of the Atlantic. An anglerfish's color hints at how far it lives below the ocean's surface. Those found deep in the ocean are darker shades of gray and black and brown. Their coloring helps them stay hidden in the murky depths. Deep-sea anglerfish live up to a mile below the surface of the ocean in the bathypelagic zone. This area is also called the midnight zone. Hey, connection. Sorry, remember we were talking about that last week? Because sunlight does not reach this far down. The creatures that live here exist in complete darkness. Casting a line. Anglerfish earn their name from a long, thin ray called the elysium. So that's here. This is only found on females. The elysium extends out from the anglerfish's back and over its head. At the tip of the ray is an esca, which dangles in front of the fish's face. Together, the elysium and the esca act like a fishing rod. The anglerfish draws food to itself just like human anglers who cast their lines. The esca hangs directly above the anglerfish's mouth. As soon as a fish swims close enough to the lure, the anglerfish strikes. Female anglerfish are ambush predators. They wait for their food to come to them instead of swimming after it. Then, a short burst of speed helps them snatch up prey. Since female anglers are poor swimmers, this is an easier way to catch a meal. So this is the caption here. It says, reeling them in. And this guy right here is called a whip-nose angler, and he has an extremely long elysium. It is usually longer than the entire body of the fish. Gross. In the darkness of the ocean, it can be hard to attract prey. Deep-sea anglerfish make up for this with a glowing esca. This natural lure is lit by tiny bioluminescent bacteria. They give off a pale blue light that shines through the darkness of the water. Smaller fish swim toward the light, thinking that they have found a meal. They do not realize that they will soon become dinner for the anglerfish. The bacteria live inside the anglerfish's esca their whole lives. Scientists are still not sure how the bacteria get in through the lure. Some believe they sneak in through tiny holes in the skin, and others think that anglerfish are born with the bacteria already inside of them. Ugh. Food is hard to come by in the deep ocean. The anglerfish does not know when its next meal will swim up. An anglerfish will not pass up a meal simply because it is smaller than its prey. It must snap at every opportunity that passes by. Its body has adapted so that it can eat almost any animal that comes its way. The anglerfish's extremely large mouth can take up the bottom half of its face. The crescent shape of its mouth gives the anglerfish a constant frown and lets it open wide. The anglerfish can also dislocate its jaw. This allows it to open far wider than the normal bones and joints are able. The anglerfish also has thin, bendy bones. They help a dislocated jaw fit large prey. So dislocating kind of their snakes, some snakes can do the same thing where they basically kind of unhinge it to where it can open up super duper wide. Many deep sea anglerfish can dislocate their jaws quickly enough to form suction. This pulls the prey closer without a fight. Some species of anglerfish also have retractable teeth. When an animal is sucked in, it can slide easily into an anglerfish's stomach without getting caught on sharp teeth. Then the teeth drop back down to trap the prey inside the fish. As soon as an anglerfish swallows a large animal, its stomach immediately stretches to fit the prey. It can stretch to fit animals twice as big as the anglerfish. The anglerfish digests their food very slowly. This means that it can wait a long time in between meals without getting too hungry. Hitching a ride. Food is not the only thing that is hard to find in the depths of the ocean. It is also difficult to find other anglerfish in the dark. The female's lure is thought to help male anglerfish find her. For most species of anglerfish, males are unable to survive alone in the dark for very long. They do not have the special traits that females have for hunting and eating. Instead, their goal is to find a female. They use a special smelling organ, so like a nose, to find females in the dark. When a male locates a female, he bites her side with his sharp teeth and he does not let go. What? These things are crazy. Eventually, his body fuses to hers and he becomes a part of her. The male spends the rest of his life as a parasite of the female. Females can have more than one male attached to them. Some have as many as 6 on their body. What? That would be like me going up to my husband, Chris, and taking a bite and then never letting go, and then I would become attached. That is insane. It's insane, boys and girls. Insane. Still a mystery. Much about the bottom of the ocean is still a mystery. There are many animals down there that have never been seen by human eyes. Sometimes scientists just find one animal of a species or only catch a glimpse on an expedition. This makes deep sea creatures, like anglerfish, difficult to study. Without knowing more, it is hard to say how many anglerfish are still hiding in the deep. I don't know about you, but that was probably one of the grossest but coolest animals that I've ever learned about. I still can't get over that the females attached, the male attaches to the female. Like, that's crazy. It's just crazy. So anyways, hopefully you learned as much as I did. I'm a little grossed out, not gonna lie. But I can't wait to read all about it in your ocean journals. All right? Have a great day, boys and girls.